Hello everyone, welcome to Slapstick Episode 1. I am your host, Ellis, also known as Movie Multiverse, and I'm joined by David.
Hello everybody.
And I'm also joined by Ian Dorbatron.
Hi.
And we have a special guest today, Z-Man, or Uncle Zed.
Hunka hunka!
Boo!
As he likes to be called, so let's just jump right into it. What do you guys want to talk about today?
Well,
Yeah.
we have a very nice topic to talk about, something that Ian is very strong on. What would that be, do you think?
The beta codes.
Yeah.
It's about the beta codes, yep.
The beta codes of what exactly?
Of that-
Injustice 2.
The Injustice 2.
Ian, you want to explain what's been going on with you and the beta codes?
Gladly.
Okay, here we go then. Go on, Ian.
So, maybe like 2 weeks ago or a week, I'm not sure. Ed Boon revealed that there's going to be a beta. You can register for it. Just put your email. They'll send you an email when the beta starts. So a lot of people did that. I did that the first night. I signed on 2 emails. A lot of people signed on to multiple also so they can get a code. So recently, they started giving people codes, but it hasn't been going out so well.
Oh, really?
No.
How is that?
So first of all, a lot of famous YouTubers that are known for Injustice get their
Which
codes
is
first
obvious.
before a lot of people, and there's a huge controversy with that in the Injustice community. And then a lot of people just haven't been getting their codes. Like recently, maybe slightly more than 100 people got their codes in Wave 2. I haven't got my code yet. I am mad, but messing up my words. Admittedly, I wouldn't be as mad as I am right now if I got my code, but I would still be mad
No, you
because the
wouldn't.
system's kind of broken. I would,
No,
because the
you
system
wouldn't.
is still broken. It is
Okay,
broken.
If you were
Yes.
playing
If
the
you were-
game,
If you were playing the game right now, you wouldn't give a shit about anybody else. And I'm saying
but
it.
the
bec-
system is inefficient, and that's why.
Yeah, no. The reason I'm
me-
saying it, Ian, is because if I had my code and other people were struggling, I wouldn't give a shit because I have my code.
exactly.
But
I'm not
you're
sa-
not me.
I'm not saying you're selfish. I'm just saying everyone would be the same. Wait, what do you
But
mean?
you're not me.
Wait, so you'd be pissed for everyone else?
Yeah, because no one's getting their code and no one's being able to play the game.
I'm saying nobody is getting their codes, but you also said before that bigger YouTubers are getting their codes.
Wait.
So
That's not what I'm saying. Is people aren't getting their codes,
But
even
the
though.
thing is, Ian, the thing is that they've been releasing about 100 or so codes each wave. So of course not everybody's gonna
But
get
they
their
also
code.
need to pick up the pace.
Wait, when does the game come out? How many months away?
The game
Two.
comes
May.
out in about 4 months.
May.
Oh,
May
fucking
16th.
So, for all we know, this whole code thing could go on until like, I don't know, a couple weeks before the game releases.
No.
Maybe they're going country by country.
hell. It's a
But
month
so
of
what?
beta.
So let's just say this: what if people get their code right at the end of the beta? Will they extend the beta for those people that didn't get their codes until later, or they won't? 'Cause it's only a month-long beta. They did say if the feedback was good, they'd extend the beta a bit.
Yeah.
But even if they did, it still wouldn't be fair for the people that just got their code.
Wait, so if you
they're
don't
going
get
to
your
they're going to extend the beta. You know what's going to be called?
What?
It's going to be called the final game. Listen to me, Ian. Okay, I understand you're upset with not getting the beta. That's fair.
Yeah.
But let's say you don't get the beta at all. Are you gonna keep complaining? How long are you gonna keep complaining about it?
Forever.
Not forever. It's just a current issue within Injustice right now.
Right.
I think you forget it's a closed beta. Not everyone is going to get a code if they signed up.
Yeah, I think it's more like
Ed
the
Boon
lottery
said-
than
Ed Boon said it's a guarantee everyone's going to get a code.
No, the
but
creator
didn't
of No
someone
Man's
within
Sky said it's
Injustice-
Listen,
online.
Ian, he's going to say that because he wants you to be hyped. He wants you to be anticipated.
Well, if he says it's a guarantee that everyone's going to get a code, it should be a guarantee that everyone's going to get
yeah,
a
I
code.
mean, it's a producer's word. I guess he has got a point.
That's true. That's fair.
If the producer says like, yeah, we're gonna give it to you, then they should. So. But
And
Ed
anyway,
Boon-
I know. Sorry, Alice, I interrupted you.
That's fine.
Keep on going.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Got
So I get it. I get it. They're doing this slow process to see how many people their servers can deal with. But I think if they're doing a beta, they should have everyone at once so they can test their servers and then fix it as it goes, as it's a month-long beta.
They have everyone at once in their servers. The servers will explode.
Because they're shit
Well, then how are
servers.
other servers for games with betas able to deal with it?
Exactly.
They're
Unreal,
not.
yeah.
There's a lot of problems, dude.
Unreal is a
Which
pretty...
they'd be able to fix.
Unreal isn't like EA or some shit. The servers are built for so many players because
I know, but
they didn't expect such a huge fan base for Injustice. I don't think.
well, it's a fighting game that's based off of Mortal Kombat. They should
Yeah, we know what Injustice is.
a huge. It's
Yeah,
a game based off of Mortal Kombat with DC superheroes, so
We know
they should
what
expect it to be
Injustice is.
popular.
Yeah, then I get what you're saying. You know, they should expect the worst coming to servers.
They want to
But-
make it, dude. They want to make it exclusive, so you keep on trying to. You want to like be driven to get it. You know, they. If they give
Yeah.
it to everybody and they basically say everyone is a winner, why not just give the game? You know.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
If-
if you don't,
If
if you
they
don't
say
give it to
if they
everyone,
they
have-
guarantee
listen, Ian,
that everyone's
Ian.
going to get a code. They should just have it as an open beta. If they have an open beta, they're going to be able to fix the servers
Ian.
because they'll see what's wrong with that amount of people on the server.
If they have a closed beta and they have a smaller number of people and there are problems in that small number of people, they will have
And
the
they know.
chance. And they
Yeah.
But
know
there's no
how to
problem
fix
with
it.
this small amount of people
We're
right
not
now.
Well,
lit-
there
You're not letting
clearly
me
is.
finish.
That's why we're
Let me
talking
finish.
about it.
If they have any problems with the servers and they fix that, they're going to keep adding people, okay? They're going to keep adding people and they're going
Yeah.
to give out more codes. And then, you know, you just got to be patient, okay? That's all it is.
yeah,
It's come to a point where like
Have it
sure I
pointed
want
out.
my beta code, but at the same time the beta like sure I'm patient for my beta code. It's just to the
Right.
point where the beta code system is broken. That's my
How
point.
is it broken? You haven't explained how it's broken.
Okay. So first of all, Ed Boon is avoiding questions. That's not why it's broken. But this is like how to. I'm starting it off with this.
hang on. Like every producer for everything ever avoids questions.
I
how
know,
do you
but this is
think
how I'm
JJ
starting off. This is
How
how
do you
I'm
think
starting off.
JJ? Okay,
He's saying
okay.
that that's not his point. He's just making a
All
statement.
right, okay.
Not part of his evidence.
Yeah, he's avoiding questions of why not everyone is getting their code like this fast, and he's like avoiding questions. He's like saying the same thing every time. Oh, just be patient. Don't worry, you'll get it every single time. And even Netherrealms posted a forum, something on a forum about it, saying the next wave is soon. Don't worry. The next wave is there's gonna be an update for the beta. Don't worry about it. You'll get your code. And everyone's like,
Yeah.
that's basically what everyone's been saying for the past 3 days. So that's not helpful at all. So it's a thing you can obviously tell they're struggling with the beta codes right now. They don't know what to do with it.
Yeah. All right. Fair
I
enough.
mean, but at the same time, a lot of producers, when it comes to betas, have said the same exact thing. You can't
Yeah.
really say that they're struggling or not just because they're not saying anything. They're not saying anything.
Yeah.
That means you don't know what's going on, good or bad. So
It's
saying
like-
that they're struggling is your own interpretation, and just because it's your own interpretation doesn't mean it's fact.
It's like when Arkham. No, it wasn't Arkham Knight. It's like the new game, because like, no, they haven't spoken about it for so long, and when people ask, they don't say anything. Everyone's just assumed that the game's died.
No, that's
Oh,
different though, because the game that's
is
rumored by
a little
WB
bit different.
Montreal, it's a rumor.
No,
They're
but that is
not
a
going to
little
say
bit
anything about it. They're not going to say anything about it since
Yeah.
it's a rumor. It's obvious that it's in development because there's been screenshots of a figure with a cape with spikes on the bottom is standing on a perched
That
on a
wasn't-
light post.
that wasn't just a screenshot. That was in one of their own videos.
That's what I mean. They messed up, and then there's like, see, WB Montreal sucks. This is going off track, but they suck.
Yeah.
This is
But
besides
they've
the
showed
point.
so many hints. But that's
Yeah.
different because it's just a rumor. This is something else.
Yeah. No, I mean, they should be more open with their games. Honestly, I mean, weren't they doing like a Suicide Squad game?
Yeah.
They canceled it, yeah,
They cancelled
which was
that.
a good idea. I didn't like the
Yeah.
idea.
They were only doing it as a cash grab for the movie, and they realized that with the movie's sudden unsuccess,
Yeah.
not financially, like
Why?
just critically.
Because it's shit.
Yeah, it really is. But
Yeah.
anyway,
So basically,
Injustice.
to finish off the whole injustice thing, basically, Ian, you still haven't come up with a good argument as to how the injustice code are broken. It's a called closed beta for a reason. Not everybody is going to get it because they're only sending out a small number of codes.
Then the point to that is Ed Boon needs to say, not everyone's gonna get a code.
He's not going to say that. I mean, he would, but obviously he's not saying that because he wants to keep people invested.
Yeah, he wants people to sit there like waiting for their code, so it makes them more eager to get the game, basically.
And you brought up a point about big YouTubers getting the code first. Of course they're going to get the code first.
They're going to market the game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's literally
I know,
like,
but
we brought
a
up
point there is that it's just. I know they want to market the game. It's not a huge problem with that. It just annoys me personally because it makes them so privileged. Of course, they're getting codes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do agree.
I mean, I get what
yeah.
you're
It's
saying.
always going to happen.
Yeah,
It's
there's
a
no.
marketing tactic, dude. Did you see that commercial that they had with Arkham Knight? And they brought in iJustine to
Yeah.
play Arkham Knight and be like, whoa, look at this cool, quote-unquote, YouTuber playing the new Batman game. Man,
know.
she hasn't even played a Batman game before. Maybe she has. I don't
Yeah.
really give a shit about iJustine. But point is that of course they're gonna have bigger YouTubers.
Oh yeah,
Not-
yeah.
they have
It's
Smosh.
annoying me how
They have
privileged they
freaking
are.
Smosh playing all these games. They'll only stop using the
Yeah.
word privilege. That's just it's
I
one
mean,
of
they
those
are
words-
privileged.
They are
It's like
privileged,
moist.
but it's like one of those words. Like literally, it's dying off.
Okay.
The thing is that they see these YouTubers as being they just see the big numbers with these YouTubers and they send them the codes because they want to they want to see them live stream, they want to see them show off to their fans, show how cool this game is.
They see J-Raw, they're like, and all he ever talks about is DC games. They're gonna be like, let's send him a DC game before it comes out. How about that? How about that?
How about that?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
I think we've trailed on about injustice for too long. Let's get to the next topic.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. In conclusion, Ian, be patient.
You nonce.
Yeah, patience is everything.
Is it really?
Ever heard of the saying, "Good things happen to those who wait"? All right.
Okay, Power Rangers.
Oh, God.
Do you want to talk about Power Rangers?
Power Rangers. Oh, Power
I think I'm the only one in this Skype call that likes the trailer, to be honest.
Zima, did you?
You are a fucking liar, Ian, because I like that trailer too.
Yes,
I
there
don't-
we go.
I don't like the trailer.
I thought it was pretty good.
Okay,
I
here's the
don't-
point. A lot of people are saying it's too like cheesy. I'm like, there's gonna be dark aspects, but it's Power Rangers.
Nobody
No.
said that. Nobody's saying that it's too cheesy. Everybody's saying that it's too dark. What are you talking about? Everybody's saying that the trailer is too dark and it should be cheesy like the original Power Rangers, dude. What are you on about?
Yeah.
Guess what?
No, there are people that have said
It's morphin' time.
No, there's just no. It's not cheesy. It's more cringy than anything.
Yeah,
especially
kinda
I mean,
that
but
one.
it's Power Rangers. Like, what do you think it's gonna be? This dark, like, you know, the Dark Knight. Do you think it's beyond that level of
Yeah.
darkness? Like,
What are you
it's
talking
Power
about?
Rangers. Like, it's gonna be cringy. It's gonna be cheesy, but it's Power Rangers. The action scenes are gonna be cool. Even if the story's not good, you're gonna have a fun time because it's Power
I
Rangers.
think you said it's Power Rangers a few too many times there, Ian.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think I think it looks alright, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the movie turns out to be a big pile of shit, but
I wouldn't be
I know.
surprised, but
When I first
y'all
saw
want it to
the
be good.
when I first saw the trailer, I thought it looked horrible. But after a few rewatches, and me actually attempting to watch the original series of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, I see why people are excited for it. Honestly, I think they should use more practical than CGI.
yeah.
Well, the
Yeah,
suits
yeah.
are practical, but you know, obviously the Zords aren't.
I've looked at the suits and I've replayed it a lot. I think they've done a Civil War Spider-Man where it's practical, but then they've put loads of like effects and stuff on top of it, because they do look fake as shit. I'm not gonna
Spider-Man.
Well, the Civil War Spider-Man, that was all CGI. Trust me.
No,
It was-
no,
Wasn't though.
he was
No,
on
it
set.
was. It It was all CGI. He was on set, but they like the end post. They made him all CGI afterwards.
Oh yeah, no, I know they did, but they put it on top of someone, and that's
Because
what
Tom Holland was being he was doing motion capture.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But the thing is, I think all of us have watched the original Power Rangers.
I have now.
They're
I know.
not amazing TV shows. We all know that.
No.
They're fun though. They're something you enjoy.
The,
Like-
the whole Power Rangers movie, it's based off the pilot episode. Because I watched the pilot episode, and it's like the whole Goldar thing.
Yeah.
And by the way, Goldar in the movie's not a gorilla, or like, he's just
I
like
know. He's just gold.
he's just like he's just made of gold. What's
That
that about?
People have
the
made.
design looks like complete shit.
I'm
It
not
does.
yet.
I will say.
But people have made theories that when Rita is in the like jewelry shop,
Yeah.
people predict that she gets the gold from that jewelry shop to make Goldar.
That I've seen the theories for the movie, and it's
Some of
just
them are
showed
really
that
bad.
Is it Snoke
It's
level?
just- it's just showed that the
Say
whole
Spike?
idea. No, Snoke. You know, they were
Oh,
like.
Supreme
It's just
Leader
like-
of Snoke.
It just showed that the whole idea of theories, even though Star Wars pretty much ruined it, it's just been
Uh-oh.
destroyed.
no, you know who
It's
ruined
just-
it? You know who ruined it? Game Theory.
Who ruined it?
That's just a theory.
A film
A
theory.
game theory.
A gay
Honestly-
theory.
My friend said it best. I won't use his name because he's like a massive YouTuber, and he probably wouldn't like it if I told him that he called someone out. But he said, David, you know, you were in the
I
Skype call
know.
with him. He said, film theory uses clever words, but deep down he's pretty much just saying, this character looks like this character, so they must be the same character.
No, no,
That's
no, no.
like
I
some-
agree. I totally agree because
I agree.
that whole
Even-
that whole video where he said that
The Rogue One?
Nessus Sands or something.
Yeah, that video is the biggest. Oh my god, a lot of his videos are just. Why?
Have you seen
Okay,
the
I
Rogue?
would say his old videos are better, but progressively he's running out of theories and he's trying too hard.
Yeah.
Here he doesn't even write his theories anymore, which I wouldn't even be surprised. But it's like people like the Nerd Writer, Bobby Burns, the people who do video essays. That's film theory, you know, because they
Well,
challenge the medium. They don't, you know, they don't have these tinfoil hat conspiracy theories.
Yeah. Have you seen film theory's Rogue One theory that they're all the Knights of Ren?
I heard about it, and that was the.
Wait, he actually
biggest-
made one of that?
It's
Yeah,
He
he
based-
made a video.
He basically said in the video that they looked like some characters from the Star Wars 7 visual guide, so they must be the same characters.
Wasn't his main point, Chirrut was holding a stick and someone in the Knights of Ren was?
Yeah, that was his main. That was all his substance in the video. I'm not even kidding. That was
I
all
remember
he's
watching
talking
that
about.
video. And then
But-
the way they're sitting as well, because it was the same placement of the Knights of Ren.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
the
no.
fuck?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You should check it out after this.
Have you
It's-
guys seen his video where he talks about how this is on his Game Theory channel, but how he talks about why he gave the Pope Undertale?
No. What? No.
He gave the Pope this whole 25-minute long video.
Because it's a story
something like
thing
that.
about, like, you know, inspirational story thing that relates
Yeah.
to his type of, what is it? Persona, I guess. I forgot. I can't think of the word right
No,
now.
he thought it was a symbolic gesture.
Yes,
It is-
okay.
He goes on for like a minute about how he was sitting like 3 people away from George Clooney. I don't know what is like the whole video he sounds like he's on some sort of high horse, and
He always
he's
talks
talk-
like that.
Yeah, he always talks like that. But in this video in particular, he's talking about I gave the Pope Undertale because it was a symbolic gesture of all of gaming, and I did it for all of gamekind. And Five Nights at Freddy's and Undertale,
Hmm.
those are the games that shaped the gaming genre. And it's like, dude, just stop talking. Like you're
See,
literally just
Undertale is
pander-
not a bad game. Undertale
It's a
is
great
not a bad game.
It's a great
Yeah.
game, but he's using it to pander to the Undertale crowd. Is the thing. And
Yeah.
it's just why do you keep talking about the like I understand why he keeps talking about these games, but don't talk about them like they shaped the like all of gaming. Literally all that
Yeah.
Five Nights
Because
at
Five
Freddy's
Nights
did,
at Freddy's definitely did it.
No, because all Five Nights at Freddy's did is it got a guy it basically got a guy who was down on his luck popular because after the first Five Nights at Freddy's he was ready to quit.
Hey.
And it basically because of MatPat, because of Markiplier, all these people,
PewDiePie,
they basically got
Jacksepticeye.
him to be popular.
Yeah.
And
Wasn't like the original Five Nights at Freddy's skins, weren't they used for like some shitty children's game?
okay, so
Yeah.
what it was is that he created a game where essentially you play as some like little beaver or something, and you cut wood. And a lot of people were disturbed because the main characters, they look like animatronic dolls, and the guy went into a depression because he's like, oh, I'm getting all these negative reviews, and basically after that he took all the negative criticisms and turned it into Five Nights at Freddy's. And good on
Wow.
him, right? Good on him, right? But it's like now it's
But
turned.
then he started. Then he started milking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exploded into this like grotesque like thing that is way too oversaturated, and
How many games
especially
is
with-
there now?
The back,
It's 6.
5, 6. I don't know.
Because they're doing like the sister location now, aren't they? Or
yeah,
they've done it.
They already did. I think he's gonna
They're
make a
already-
second sister location.
Sister, okay, I'm actually gonna be making a video about all the Five Nights at Freddy's games, but basically all I'm gonna say is this: sister location is what Five Nights at Freddy's 2 should have been, because the first 4 Five Nights at Freddy's games are literally the same game, just with like
With more
He-
animatronics or harder.
no, it's just the same game with like just he swapped some mechanics around and that's it. Sister location actually like every level is different and actually has you doing like more shit than just there's only one level where you're looking around in cameras and that's like a bonus level if you unlock it. Every
Yeah.
other game is just the same shit, and then he made a terrible RPG.
Oh yeah, that
What?
was atrocious.
What?
What's the RPG
What was?
called?
Is this
Five
whole?
Nights at Freddy's World.
Oh god.
Is this whole like Purple Man thing that Five Nights at
Okay,
Freddy's
the
was?
backstory of it is I
Oh,
actually like it. Just there's a
Kilgrave.
point in the story. There's just a point in the story of Five Nights at Freddy's where it's starting to get way too convoluted, and some of the parts of the story are starting to contradict itself.
The thing about Five Nights at Freddy's story, and I'm gonna say this again, but in like a better way in my video. The whole story of Five Nights at Freddy's is basically Matt Pat's interpretation of it. It's basically his headcanon.
There's
Uh,
a story?
It's ridiculous because the whole story, like, it's just bits and pieces that are scattered around throughout like most of the games, and apparently Scott Cawthon has says that he enjoys the game theory videos on it, but he's never said anything concrete about it, and I think it's ridiculous. Like, it's fine if you enjoy Matt Pat's videos and you like think that you agree with his interpretation. That's totally fine. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you saying that Five Nights at Freddy's has a good story is totally wrong, because what you're saying is the Matt Pat's interpretation of Five Nights at Freddy's story is good.
Yeah.
Not the story
see.
itself. Batman Arkham City has a good story.
Yeah,
The
of course it
BioShock
does.
games have a good story for the most part, and they have a good they're good at world building. Obviously, the Five Nights at Freddy's is nowhere on the same level as those games because it's a fucking indie game. But that's storytelling at its finest. Five Nights at Freddy's has some bits and pieces that people pick up and they try to put together themselves. And I've seen way too many theory videos on everything, to the point where people have said that a balloon shadow is. They made a theory out of a balloon shadow. You think
What? That it's
theories-
Balloon Boy's? It's Balloon Boy's balloon or something?
No, not even that. Just a random balloon standing up somewhere in a room, and the shadow being the shadow of like an animatronic or something like that. They've gone that far.
Okay,
that's
okay,
what I
okay. Okay.
Wait, do you
Power Rangers.
What? No,
What-
we're just
what-
talking about Five Nights at Freddy's.
because back to Five Nights at Freddy's, Ian. Do you think, Z-Man, that all of the Easter eggs and shit do actually come together to something? Because like "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared." Everything comes together for an intentional
Right.
story that you have to interpret. Do you think the guy who made Five Nights at Freddy's has made something that you're supposed to interpret, or do you think he's just put random shit together?
No, okay. It's kind of hard because he said that he has put together some kind of a story on
Yeah.
many Steam posts. He said that he's done this, but he said that nothing has been. He says that nobody has still guessed the story. It's really weird because "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared." There's an obvious narrative to everything that's going on. You have all these
Yeah.
episodes, and the interpretations to what's happening make a little bit more sense because you have actual characters.
Yeah.
The thing about
Yes.
Five Nights at Freddy's is that you don't have any characters. You have all these animatronics, you have all these faces, you have all these designs, you have all these things. You don't get a character. You don't get a fully fledged character until you read the Five Nights at Freddy's book.
Oh, is
Which
it
not
a
everybody's
book?
going to read because not everybody knows about it. They'll
There's
only
a
know about
book?
the
The
game.
good thing
There is
about
a
Sister
book,
Location.
Anyway, what were you
The good
saying?
thing about Sister Location, it actually almost fleshed out some characters, like the purple guy and everything. And the book helped with it. The book's not great, but Sister Location actually started to flesh out characters.
How is there a book? How has this become some fucking franchise?
There's like a huge fan base. There are people in my school that like religiously play it together. A
Ellis,
break.
were you the person that was with me when we met that guy who had like 12k subs from Five Nights at Freddy's? And then we
Yeah,
literally gets
no.
about 40 views now.
No, he got like 40. He gets like 40 views on videos now. But back when he did Five Nights at Freddy's, he had like 50k views on every video. It was crazy.
Fucking hell.
He was a cool guy. I've forgotten who he was.
It was like Mr. Cat Killer Keemstar. Fuck. Something like that. It was just some weird
Yeah.
name.
I'm seeing loads of fan art of people from bloody the Defenders with the Avengers characters. They're actually really good.
Sorry, I had to be offline for a bit. I had to call my mom. What were we talking about? We were talking about Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh yeah.
What was the last thing that Ian was saying?
We were talking about. Oh, wait, Ian, what did you say about Five Nights at Freddy's again?
I said they finally started fleshing out characters in Sister Location, and the book kind of helped, even though the book was kind of bad. But they finally started with it, and that's one of Sister Location's pluses.
Okay, yes, that's another thing. Sister Location actually tries to have a story, which I actually give credit to. I don't want to say everything what I'm
Yeah.
going to say in my video, but it's not very good. It's fine. It's entertaining.
It's too late. It's too late to flesh out
is.
characters.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point, Ian. Well done. It is too late. Because
I've got a question. I've never actually played Sister Location. How come all of their faces are like openable, but the previous ones weren't? Why are their faces all like fucking weird?
This is
Yeah,
a
this-
different location. This is like,
Yes, the Sister Location.
yes. Well, I don't know. This is, I think, based at the same time as one of the earlier locations, so I don't know why
Yeah.
these ones are so advanced while the other ones aren't.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
it's-
like Arkham Origins, though, isn't it? Because like Arkham Origins, you had like advanced equipment, yet
Grapple boost.
it happened before everything else.
the thing
Doesn't
is
make
that
any sense.
at that point, Batman was in the beginning of his career, and he needs better equipment.
No, but
whereas,
he
like,
had the grapnal boost, which he had the grapnel boost.
Oh
in Arkham
shit,
City.
that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. I think that's more of a gameplay thing because in
Yeah.
where the hell are you gonna grapnel boost in the Arkham Asylum?
And you kind of need it for grapnal.
Fucking
Well, Arkham City is like, oh, the grapnel boost is all a prototype. You can't use it.
Right.
Yes, and Batman's like, oh, I don't care. But to
I don't know.
WB Montreal's credit, Gotham City is a huge place. You need to get around fast, and you don't have a Batmobile, so I think that's why they put the grapnel boost in there.
Yeah,
Plus,
Even though
but
it's
the
not.
thing about the thing about
guess-
Five Nights at Freddy's that doesn't make any sense. Somehow they have these withered, like old, like classic animatronics in like the 80s, but then you have all these like super futuristic animatronics at the same time, and it really doesn't make any sense. There's one thing, I don't know if you guys have picked up on this, but there's one thing that I'm going to just say that does not make any sense whatsoever in the first game. When I talk about it in my video, it'll definitely make a lot more sense, but that's all I'm going to say about it.
Ooh.
All right.
But,
Sounds pretty interesting.
Five Nights at Freddy's, yeah. There's apparently a movie that's also trying to be made by
Yeah.
Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Hollywood was like, oh yeah, they're doing a movie, but I think
Yeah,
it's too late.
I think it is too late.
Five
There's,
Nights at
every time I
Freddy's
go to
Expanded
Hot Topic
Universe.
and GameStop, anytime I go to Hot Topic and GameStop, they always have something that has to do with Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, they have Five Nights at Freddy's Funko Pops now, which annoys me so much. It shouldn't have gone this big. It's only an indie game.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't think Scott Cawthon deserves it, to be honest, because all he did was copy and paste.
No,
Uh,
no. Okay. To be fair, I think like on one hand, his games like after the first one they kind of declined, but on the other hand, I think like he just got lucky. and I'm happy for the guy, but at the same time, I think his games could be a lot better. He could put a lot more effort into games, especially after the fourth one, because the RPG so poorly made to the point where he actually recalled everything and he finalized the game, because before it was a little bit incomplete, and then he finalized the game and then he made it free. So, and then Sister Location, you can kind of see that he's actually trying to put a little bit more effort into it, but I think he needs another game that like really shows what he can do.
Another thing we should talk about is the whole idea of villains in the DC universe getting movies. So Ian, do you want to talk about anything in particular?
Okay, first I want to say the Black Adam movie, because there's actually a lot of controversy around that for DC fans. Because a lot of fans, for me, I'm 50-50 on this. They're like, oh, it's not a good idea to have a Black Adam movie. You're only doing it because The Rock's Black Adam, which I completely agree with. They're trying to get money off of The Rock. But another point of it, Shazam has a lot of lore and backstory to him, and I think they're using Black Adam to set up Shazam for his movie.
Alright, no, I'm going to say something right now that may piss some of you off.
Yeah.
The Rock cannot act at all. I've watched
He can.
Fast-
I don't think he can either. I agree with you.
I've
I think
seen.
he's fine.
Yeah. I don't think he can act at all. I've seen Fast and Furious. I've seen what's that movie about, like an
Central
earthquake? Or something?
Intelligence.
No, I saw something about an earthquake.
Oh, that one. Wasn't it like Los Angeles or something?
Oh, San Andreas something.
San Andreas. He cannot act at all. I don't think he can.
I don't
And
think
they're
he
only
can
doing
either.
it. They're only doing the whole Black Adam movie, not because they think he's a good Black Adam,
It's because it's Rock.
because it's because it's The Rock.
I
Because
yeah,
The Rock-
they
It's
did
the
that.
same
They're
with
gonna get
Will
money off.
Smith. They're doing a Deadshot movie because it's Will Smith.
Yes,
it's
exactly.
obvious.
And they're gonna
Now-
do a Harley Quinn movie because of her popularity recently.
And she's
Gotham City Sirens.
yeah, it could be.
I mean,
good.
it's cool that we're gonna get movies about villains because you barely ever get that, but they're doing it for money.
Yeah, of course they are.
Alright. Well,
Yeah.
Z-Man, it's been a pleasure having you on. I'll see you later.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me.
But guys, I think that's enough for this.
Yeah, it
Episode.
probably is.
Thank you for watching.
Wow, so-
We will see you next time, and goodbye.